Hey everybody, what is going on? Pete Simonetti here from NYY News. You guys know who I am, and guys, this is a this is a live chat that wasn't planned. This is a live chat that I didn't intend to do at all. I actually don't even want to do, to be honest, but I can't help myself here. I just can't. So let me give everybody some time to join. I know it's a work day. I know there's probably a lot of people working right now and doing their regular things. So I will give everybody some time to go ahead and join. Let me retweet this out. If you guys don't mind, whoever's in here right now, go ahead and retweet this, and we will chat. Give me 1 minute. Let me retweet this one more time for us. All right, and I'll give you guys some time to get in here. And we'll talk about a lot of what's going on right now. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me pull something else up here so I have everything. Yeah, we'll talk about the trade. We'll talk about a few different things here and go from there. And then we can get into this absolute nonsense comments by a little boy who wants to who I think I don't even think so. I don't even think he wants to be anything like his father. I think he despises his dad, and I'm being honest. But I'll have my conversation and talk on that here momentarily. Let me pull up these comments, and then we're gonna start there. You know, I'll talk a little bit about the game last night and things like that. But let me pull these up real quick. I'm getting so many messages. You know, Yankee fans are out there wits' end, and they have every right to be. They have every right to be at their wits' end. I don't blame them one bit. I don't blame them one bit. All right, so blah, blah, blah. We're right there, and I'll take it just from that. Thank you, Brian Hoke, because I'll be reading most of your tweets on how you covered Brian Cashman today, so we'll talk about that a little bit. Lower this here. This is last night, as you guys don't know. So before Hal Steinbrenner decided to speak today, this is what happened last night. We don't want to see. There you go. There it goes. This is what happened last night. The Yankees blow it big. Okay, they blow probably the ugliest game of the year. You got rain mixed in this game. You got mud. You got dirt. You got guys tired. You got guys disgusted. And the Angels just come out there and say, the game's not over yet. Don't worry. It's the ninth inning. Chapman's in. He's been blowing things left and right recently. We'll just beat the shit out of this club. We'll smack the hell out of them. We'll laugh at them like everybody else does. Matter of fact, before I get into it, I want to see it again. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. There it is. We'll see you live. Let's get the repeat. Slow motion. Beautiful. I wonder if Hal Steinbrenner watched this at all last night. He probably was sleeping on his yacht somewhere in the middle of the Pacific. But there's another one there. Let's do it one more time. Because you know what? We haven't been tortured enough. We haven't been tortured enough watching this bum club all year so far this year. Because guess what? Everybody respects the coaching staff, so it's fine. Everybody respects them. It's okay. It's not a big deal. You know, it's sad because I don't want to curse. I don't want to curse today. My kids are here. It's my mother's birthday tomorrow. I don't want to curse. But I tell you what, the devil almost killed me a few months back. The Yankees are doing a better friggin' job of it. And I'm just keeping it real with you. I got another interview later today with NYY Recaps. I don't know if I'll handle everything today. I don't know if I could. But my father told me the best thing, see, I actually listen to my father, Hal Steinbrenner. I listen to my dad, my pops, as I call him. Okay, I listen to the man. He told me when there's something on your chest, you let it out because you keep it in, it'll kill you. So I'm letting it out. I'm letting it out. I have nothing else to do but to let it out, and I gotta let it out. So, folks, I don't want this to be an hour-long rant or nothing like that. I'm sure a lot of you guys will love it. You know, it is what it is. But let's just keep going here, okay? Let's get to the quotes. Let's get to the quotes from the boss. The boss. Where's Hal? He went missing somewhere. I told you, he's on the Pacific somewhere on his yacht. He doesn't care. Okay? I told you, if I was Brian Hoke, if I was one of these beat reporters, I would ask him simply, Mr. Steinbrenner, Can you name me the 26-man roster of this club? I'd bet every dollar I got he can't do it. I'd bet every single penny I got he cannot tell you every player on this club. I'd put money on that. He could care less about Major League Baseball. You want to know why? The best question he answered was about attendance. He was big on attendance. He knew what was up with attendance. Well, we'll wait till July. You know, that's when the season ticket holders are back. He knew that. He knew that. He had every understanding in the world about that, didn't he? Didn't he? He was ready to go. He knew. He was ready to go on that. So let's get to the nonsense, folks. Let's get to the nonsense. This is going to be beautiful. Here we go. You ready for this? Let's go over some of the quotes. Steinbrenner said that. Oh, this is the beginning. Let's go to the beginning. All right, we'll start at each one. It's even hard for me to read. I wanna pick this mic up and throw it through the fucking wall. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Aaron Boone and the Yankees coaches are absolutely the people to lead this team. What has shown you that? What has shown you that? What has shown you that Aaron Boone is the right person to lead this team? Somebody convince me of this, because I'm shocked. And I was the idiot, I was the moron here, who was all for leave Boone alone the first year, let him do his thing, let him get his reins under him, let's not beat him up too much, and let's go from there and let him play. And I said, the only thing I knocked him on was that the team never looked prepared. I don't remember a Joe Girardi club doing this type of thing. I don't remember a Joe Girardi club looking so unprepared. Guys making fielding errors left and right. They look lackadaisical out there. They don't care about being there. You got guys running the bases. They get caught up in between bases. You got guys getting thrown out, running from second to third on a ground ball to shortstop. What is this? And then they don't get benched. They get a fucking cupcake. They get a cupcake. Anthony, I appreciate that, man. He said, thanks for all that you do, Pete. Been following since you came on Twitter. You're one of the few on here who speaks the truth. Always a pleasure hearing your thoughts. God bless. Anthony, my friend, God bless you, and God bless everybody in here also. But, I mean, guys, I don't feel like I do anything special. I'm not even being I just keep it real. I'm not one of these fans. I'm not going to be on the Yes Network. I don't want to be on the Yes Network. I don't want to work for the Yankees. I don't want to do none of that. Like I had critics back in the day when I'm breaking news left and right. He wants to be a reporter. No, I don't. I want to do what NYY News does right now, what Francis does, what Arby does, what Felix does, what Joe does, what Austin does. Talk the truth. I'm not concerned if somebody sees the video and goes, oh, he must not be a Yankee fan. No, I am. I'm a fanatic. That's why I'm upset. But what has the coaching staff shown Hal Steinbrenner? That, in his own words here, they are absolutely the right people to lead this team. Lead them where? To the dirt? Lead them to fourth place? It hasn't worked. This is year number 3. Yeah, forget the COVID year. Forget it. Year number 3. The roster construction is a train wreck. That's your GM. There is no respect on the field. I'll tell you why there's no respect on the field. You could see your team's reaction to when you speak. There's no respect. There's no respect for Aaron Boone on this club. You hear the man talk? I feel sorry for him. I almost want to give him a physical to see if he actually has balls. I'm not joking. I almost want to give Aaron Boone a physical myself to see if you're actually a man. Do you have any testosterone pumping through your blood? Any at all? Do you have any pride left? Or has it all sunk to your fucking cleats and out the soles? Is there any left in you at all? Where you pull up your emails in the morning, got a message from Brian Cashman that says, here's your lineup today. Then you got to answer questions and you say the same thing day after day? And then people get mad when I say if George. I don't talk about it was just, I talk about the want to, the philosophy, that we are going to win, and that is all it takes. It's to win. That's all I talk about. That's all I want. I'm not saying George Steinbrenner was the perfect specimen of a human, of an owner. There's errors. There's things he did wrong. We all know that. That's not a big secret. As a matter of fact, this scumbag son he has the balls to even talk about his father. Let's get to the next one. We're not going to get down. We've had tough losses before. We're going to do everything we can to win, win, win. Hal, I'll give you credit on one thing. You put the money into the club. But as an owner, you stayed shut for a long time. Actions speak louder than words. So your words mean jack shit. Your words mean jack shit. And you also go ahead and just let every Yankee fan know, in your opinion, everything's okay. We just got to play a little better. Because your guys are respected. Your guys are respected. Apparently, your coaching staff is respected enough. So that's all that matters. Okay? He wants you to win, 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 Yankees. Let's see what happens. Win, win, win. Thank God they're postponed today because it will suck. Matter of fact, I wish they played and I wish they got fucking blown out today after what this bum does. We're not going to get down. We're not going to get down. Yeah, you're not going to get down. He will absolutely consider exceeding the luxury tax if the Yankees need another piece to reach the playoffs. Mr. Steinbrenner. We're 2 games over 500. Address the club now. Address the club now. What are you talking about? Well, I mean, if we have to go over it, we will. Yeah, that's all cute. It's cute to say when you're 2 games over 500, when it's been 70 plus games, this is no longer a small sample size of 500 mediocre ball. It's easy to sit back and say that, isn't it? It's easy. If you had a competent GM at this point, hey, I got even something more crazy for you. Get ready for this one. You got some guys in the minor leagues who could have helped. You got a left field who's hitting 178 or whatever the hell it is. Clint Frazier, he's played all year long. And you're sitting here talking about maybe we could, we very much will. A hoorah to the boys. The pocketbook will be opened. The purse. Because you don't carry a wallet, Hal. You carry a purse. You carry a purse, my man. You know it. I know it. Everyone in this chat knows it. Your Father in heaven knows it. You carry a purse. You might trade for somebody. It'll be Kikuchi. Your Kikuchi. A big one. Okay? Keep that in your purse. You scumbag. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Completely sick of it. I'm sick of the cute quotes. Show action. Show me some action. You're like a keyboard warrior right now. Steinbrenner is. So I call him Little Stein. He was in hiding for a while. They found him. The hashtag Where's Hal came out and found him. Let's go to the next one. Let's dig another. Let's put another knife in my chest. Here it goes. Did you really want to get pissed off, everybody? Here you go. You want to get pissed with me? Let's get pissed together. Come on. Everybody join. Sit crisscross applesauce in front of me. We'll read a book to you, children. Let's go. Hal Steinbrenner said that his father certainly did a lot. What people forget is that a lot of times it didn't work. Well, Hal, unbelievable. This is great. This is awesome. I mean, this is just a fabulous quote. I'm going to read it one more time. Hal Steinbrenner said that his father certainly did that a lot. What people forget is that at times it didn't work. You got some nerve on you. You have some nerve on you. And I don't care if people think it's wrong. I don't care what people think. I don't care at this point. You could care less about your father's legacy. You could care less that your father was a fan of this club, because you're not. You're a coward. You're a fool. You're a wimp is what you are. You should throw your purse over your shoulder, walk outside in high heels. That's what you should. You should have did the press conference with lipstick all over your face. You're pathetic. You are a pathetic man. That's what you are. A pathetic man who has a little bit of this, has a name behind him, but has no balls and is nothing like his father. You're right. You know the man better than me. He's your father. But I knew the man that we got to see that runs a team that I love. That many of us in this chat, many fans that buy your stupid ass chicken buckets and pay money to come see a shit team. We seen that man and we enjoyed him. We enjoyed having an owner that was obviously a fan. We enjoyed having an owner that said I'd kick his foot through his TV. We enjoyed that. We enjoyed that. I don't want to hear an owner talk about we want to win and then he does shit. Then he keeps the same shit that's been here forever. That's not a real owner. That's not a fan of this club. That's not a fan of this club, because you wouldn't be in hiding all your life. You wouldn't be in the Pacific on a yacht sleeping, getting your toes done. That wouldn't happen. You're not your father. You shouldn't even be allowed to speak your own father's name when it comes to his organization. You're lucky you got that last name. Lucky you got that last name. It's disgraceful that you get to carry that name in this organization. Go carry it in one of your the little race car leagues that your family owns. Go do that. But the way you talk and the way you seem to love to disrespect your own father shows me everything I need to know about what a wimp you are. What a mediocre man you are. This is the best you got? This is the best you got? Am I mad at what I see? Absolutely. I'm aggravated, frustrated, angry. But that's not going to push me into a knee-jerk reaction. Then what will? A bulldozer? What do you need? What do you need to push you to the point of saying enough is enough? This team is not a team that gets disgraced like this, gets disrespected by the league. They laugh at this team. What is going to get you? Nothing will. And that's been my point for the longest time. We've gone 70-plus games, folks, without an Estevan Florial getting a shot. And I'll talk about Tim LeCastro. Ooh, my God. We'll talk about Tim LeCastro any minute, okay? But we have 70-plus games. 70-plus games we have. It's not a sample size no more. You guys got Odor early on. You got him for free. That's probably why you did it, of course. Obviously, has had a couple of big homers for the Yanks. You have refused to play an actual center fielder. You have refused to play Florial in center field. He's a lefty. He comes up, doubles the left center field. He gets sent down the next day. The guy's actually, one of the few Yankees who you hear him talk and you're like, man, this kid deserves to be up here. Have you guys ever, I said this yesterday on our Nights at the Round Table. Have you guys heard Estevan Florial talk? He would actually, you're like, wow, this kid belongs to be up here. He belongs to be up here. He deserves a shot. But no, we don't make those changes. So Hal wants to win so badly, right? I am mad. I'm so mad. Let me ask you guys a serious question here. By what you're seeing on the club, does Hal Steinbrenner want to win? By what you're seeing from this club, do you see a man who actually wants to win? Because I don't. I don't see a guy who wants to win. I'm a little confused. I'm very confused. I don't see a guy who wants to win. I see a guy who is playing optics. I see a guy who is assuring his idiot Yankee fans, the new age Yankee fans, the moronic Yankee fans, he's trying to tuck you in bed. He's telling you, it's okay. I'll go over the luxury tax. I do want to win. I do want to be a World Series contender. I do believe in this club. That's what he's telling you. I do believe you should continue to buy chicken buckets for $400 fucking and tell your kids to go screw themselves on their birthday. That's what I think I should do. That's what you guys should do. Let's continue on before I flip out here. Hal Steinbrenner said he's not contemplating, even thinking about the Yankees being sellers ahead of the trade deadline. I'll tell you this right now. You might want to start thinking about it. It's called preparation, you lowlife. It's called preparation, you moron. Your team should be. And if Brian Cashman isn't thinking about it, he's a moron. Just like you. 2 peas in a pod. If you're not contemplating selling, you're not doing your job. If you don't have a list, and I know you want to be the oorah, look at me, I'm like daddy. Look at me, I'm like daddy. Look at me, little Stein, I'm like daddy. I'm like daddy. I'm like daddy. I'm like daddy. That's what you're trying to get. It's called optics. It's for these things that people could see it and go, this is cute. Bing! The optics are cute. Look, he's trying. Hey, Jimmy. He's trying to be like Dad. He's trying to be like Dad. Optics. Okay? Optics. Hey, here's a good one. I don't even care about the Cole stuff. We'll see how that goes. I don't care about the whole sticky stuff. If I'm Garrett Cole, I said it already. Hand an envelope to the umps. Have it stacked up. And do your thing. I don't care if you put Aunt Jemima syrup all over your fingers. I don't care if you bring it to the mound and you dip the whole hand in it. It comes out like a giant goo ball. I don't care. Flip them some money. You're a multi-millionaire. It might come out in 20, 15, 20 years. Who gives a crap? Flip them money and go pitch the damn ball with sticky shit on it. Who cares? Asked about attendance. Oh, Hal got aroused when you said attendance. Little Stein, his pants became Big Stein. His pants turned into Big Stein when somebody said attendance. Asked about attendance, Hal Steinbrenner was aroused. Said that he is looking at the homestand in mid-July as a big test because season ticket holders will be back in their seats. The morons will be back in their seats, folks. The morons will be back in their seats. Yes, they will. They'll be back in their seats, folks. And the last but not least, the Yankees acquire right-handed outfielder Tim LeCastro from the Diamondbacks for Double-A pitcher Keegan Curtis. He had speed to center field. The Yankees got an actual center fielder. Cute. Tim LeCastro this year, guys, has a negative WAR. He has 118 at-bats. He got 21 hits, 1 homer. Tim LeCastro's batting 178 because the Yankees have no better option in the minor leagues at all. The Yankees have no better option in the minor leagues. I'm sick. Guys, I'm sick of it. I am so utterly sick of this, and I'm so sick of this organization as a whole. I am. You hear Brian Cashman talk about his prospects too. He literally called Hoy Park, and look, maybe he's not a difference maker. He said Hoy Park's not a difference maker. None of them are, he said. They're not difference makers. I mean, this is the GM of your club. Can you imagine being Hoy Park? Estevan Florial isn't ready to come up here. Hoy Park is only hitting 360. Trey Ambergy's only been on base 30-something games in a row. None of these guys are ready to come up here. But Tim LeCastro is hitting 178. Guys, you can't make this up. I can't make this up. I'm not making it. I would need to be a great book writer, a great author, to make this stuff up. This is real. This is all legit. This is all legit. These are words coming from this man. This is who is owning this. This is who is running this club. Oh, Tim LeCastro got some legs. He has speed. Oh, my God. You know who else does? Estevan Florial. He got even a better one, too. He can hit for power. He plays a great center field. He could run. He could steal base. I think he stole 2 bases the other night. And he's a lefty bat. But that's not good enough. You're right. He does hurt their trade value. If you're trading with the Yankees, right, and you're another club, Simonetti Source mug available online. It's a beautiful mug. I mean, I'm not promoting our merchandise, but you could always go to nyy.news/shop and get yourself some beautiful NYY News merchandise. I mean, I know they're not the greatest team right now to want to buy stuff from. I understand that, but you know what you do? See all this beautiful newness that we have? It's only building up even more. So yeah, buy a shirt or two. Why the hell not? Cheap plug, all right? Cheap plug. Let me get my cheap plugs in if I can. I mean, you guys are buying $30 buckets at Yankee Stadium. You could buy a friggin' shirt and support me before I get a heart attack watching this shit team. That's all right. The Yankees can't kill me. Look, if I went through what I went through and your boy is right here screaming, upset, angry with a passion of what a real Yankee fan is like, okay? They're not going to hurt me. Tim LaCastro hitting 178. Can you send a mug to Cashman? Ken, please send a mug to Cashman and have a note in there of some good ideas. Tell him he has a minor league system. Tell him maybe it's best if you don't say that your guys aren't difference makers, considering there could be a club out there that maybe you can get like a Richard Rodriguez for, a good relief pitcher, maybe an Adam Frazier, and maybe they want an Estevan Florial, or maybe they wanted a Park or an Ambergui, and they tell you, well, Brian, you're going to have to add some more because, I mean, you're the GM of those guys, and you said they're not difference makers. So, yeah, that's not going to cut it. We would like Jason Dominguez in that deal. I would love to negotiate with Cashman right now. Guys, if you have any questions for me, go ahead and throw them in. I'll be happy to answer them while I got a little time here. Thank you for everybody joining. Please like. If you guys don't mind, make sure you like this. Again, I have my interview with NYY Recaps a little later today that airs on Friday. So we have all that coming. But yeah, if you guys got some questions, go ahead and throw them in here. I'm almost I'm almost speechless, to be honest. But that's what we're dealing with here. I'll read some of your guys' stuff then. LaCastro is only gonna block Park and Ambergui even more. Well, they don't care about them anyway. Perry, you always got some good things to say. Let's see what Perry says. I need to go get glasses, guys. I can't see that good either. I don't know if I'll look good with glasses. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We are looking for a lefty bat. Trades for a right-handed fourth outfielder. Sell the team, Hal. Yep, not a drop. This is bad, man. Johnny, my good friend. Johnny always supports since day one. Johnny has been a very loyal supporter of everything that I do, and I greatly appreciate all of you guys. But Johnny, it is very bad. It sucks. I tell you guys, man, you guys know I've been doing this for a while now. We put a team together of like-minded people when it comes to the Yankees, and this page has never been better. NYY News is on its way to, I think, really rivaling the top guys very, very soon. None of us, care about being on the Yes Network. It is what it is. I refuse to go on blood pressure meds. I tell you, my man. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Let me pull up the chat on my phone, guys, and we'll go for a little while longer. I got a few things I got to get done today, but we can go a little while longer here. Let me mute this so it doesn't pick up. How would you fix it? 5-year plan? My God. That's a great question, but we talked about it a little last night. Helen Steinbrenner. I love that, Johnny. I love that. Would I trade Judge? No. The reason being, the only way you go ahead and trade Judge, and guys, thank you for asking questions because it actually helps me calm down a little bit, and I don't want to think about Hal that much. Trading Judge basically says that you're not just doing a retooling, you're probably going to go out there and just trash the whole thing down. Now, there's a couple of things I think more off-season wise that you do, but I'm just very, very concerned about this club Steinbrenner does not look like a guy who has any intention of firing Boone, of firing Cashman. Seems like he has every intention of them coming back. Boone being re-signed and Cashman fulfilling the remaining year of his contract after this. But there's many things you can do. You look at this Yankee roster construction and you almost laugh. You have 2 relief pitchers that next year will be getting paid about $30+ million. I believe Chapman gets $18 million next year, and Britton gets $14 million next year. And I think he has some options after that, one option or 2 options, something along those lines. But you have 2 players that are pen guys, okay? And like I brought up on the chat yesterday, you have times when Mariano Rivera, he is the greatest closer of all time, greatest relief pitcher of all time, arguably up there in the best pitchers of all time, getting injured, and the Yankees figured it out. Tom Gordon, Rafael Soriano, they figured it out. Even losing the greatest closer of all time, they figured it out. You should not have 2 relief pitchers on your club getting paid $10+ million and 14+ for both of them, which is absolutely insane. So you got options there. The Yankees need a serious retooling that would hurt them in certain senses. Is already exercised. Yes, Britton. So that's what I'm talking about. That's the $14 million that you say there, Adam. That's the $14 million for them. But they already have all of this there. The thing that I would do is not burn it to the ground. I don't think they have to do that. They just got to make smart moves because, look, at the end of the day, unfortunately, Brian Cashman constructed a roster that is suffocating. He's constructed a roster that is, one, not good. Well, I don't even want to say not good because they got very good players. So me saying not good isn't the right word. It's out of order, so to say. It's out of order. It's error-filled. It's not error-proof. It's error-filled. They have a virus, and they need an antivirus to come in and clean it. That's what it is. So for me, if I look at what the Yankees could do in the offseason, I don't think Brian Cashman is the guy, so I'm going to go off of a fake world here where I get to make some of these decisions, okay? As much as I love Luke Voit, you deal Voit and you deal Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres, in my opinion, does not have a spot on this roster. DJ LeMahieu's not going anywhere, and I'm dealing Luke Voit as much as I like him. That opens up your infield. It gives you many options. It gives you the option to move DJ LeMahieu to first base if you want, or you keep him at second. It also gives you the option to go ahead and trade as much as you can do, trade everything you got, whatever it is, to get a guy like Adam Frazier. That then opens up second base for Adam Frazier, a pure contact left-handed bat that is absolutely terrific. He makes contact. He's a very good defender. That would make a lot of sense. Then you figure out your shortstop. Whether you look to sign maybe a Brandon Crawford, who's another lefty bat, or you do what they did with Jeet. You go ahead and give a guy like Oswald Peraza the chance to win that position and fight for that position in spring and get a defensive-minded guy to back him up just in case. And you just give him that spot. You go for it. But you understand that he'll be on a leash, and if he struggles, you get him out of there. But for a lot of you guys who may not know much about Oswald Peraza, the Yankees' understanding, and my understanding was, they expected him to be in single A all year, high A. They never expected his rise to be this quick. He's put up better numbers so far this year than he has in his entire career. He got off to a slow start in Double A, getting off to a quicker start now, starting to smack the ball everywhere, doubles, homers, everything you could think of. Really, really good. He's that top offensive prospect besides for Jason Dominguez. He is excellent. He has everything you'd want. He's a guy that many teams are going to ask for, but that's a guy that I would definitely go after. So now you can have, your Urshela at third base. You got a shortstop at shortstop, whether it's a guy like a Brandon Crawford, who might cost a 2 or 3 year deal because he's having such a good bounce back year, and he's a winner. He's a proven winner. That's something the Yankees might need. You could have a Brandon Crawford at shortstop, keep Peraza in AAA, or you maybe deal him in a bigger deal for a starting pitcher. But that's the way that I look to construct the lineup. And yes, Aaron Hicks is gone. You can attach a pitching prospect. You can attach a prospect to him to get that deal out the way. He's probably the only guy that you look to attach a prospect to and get rid of him. He's one of the only guys that you would do that with. because you just want to get out of that money. And a team would pick Aaron Hicks up if he shows he's healthy. And, even if you got to attach a Kevin Alcantara to him, who's one of the Yankees' better very young outfield prospects. You do something like that, I think some teams would say, yeah, we're getting a legitimate top 15 guy with him. We can consider that because we're basically buying the prospect. But that's something you do. You can get away from Britton, and Britton comes back healthy now, and he's pitching well. The Yankees can get a very, very solid return for Zach Britton now, if that's the chance, and they actually end up selling a little bit at the deadline. Not maybe a full-on sell, but making some educated moves for the future. They can do that now. I don't have confidence in Brian Cashman being that guy. Gary Sanchez has earned it, Johnny. Gary Sanchez has earned it. Oh, Johnny, by the way, too, man, I hope everything's going well with you-know-what at home. Because I know we talked about that. I don't want to announce it in front of everybody, but I'm sure they probably all know. But I hope everything's going good with the fam. But also, for a guy like Gary Sanchez, I don't know. He has another ARB year. This is his last ARB year coming up. Then they got to sign him. We talked about this on the chat yesterday, is Yankees have a lot of guys coming up. They got actually a lot of shortstops coming up too. So Peraza's not the only guy. They got Anthony Volpe, he's doing good. They got Josh Smith, who's doing exceptionally well. I mean, he's going to be probably in Double-A soon. But I don't think I will let Sanchez go. I think I let Sanchez play his last year. Again, you come to the deadline next year, and you decide what you want to do with him then. If he's seeking a huge contract, maybe at that point you say, all right, he goes. You let him go at that point. Johnny, congratulations, my friend. Congratulations on that, man. That is awesome. I'm very, very happy for you. You're going to be a great father, my friend. I could just tell. So that's absolutely awesome. I'm very, very happy for you. Get on a long-term contract. I don't know if you want to do that with Gary Sanchez, but I don't think it's a pressing need right now as it was earlier in the year when there's talks of DFAing him. I don't think that's the case. I haven't heard any rumblings recently about anybody being upset with him. Last time I heard that, I put the news out there, and then he lost his job. So, it is what it is on the Gary front, but I keep him. So I'd have Gary, and remember, there's another guy too, who we talked about this a little last night. Freddie Freeman's going to be a free agent. Anthony Rizzo's out there. You got first base options potentially, lefty bats. I don't really see that as likely. I don't think the Yankees also have to go on the free agent market and make these big deals. I don't think they have to do that. I really don't. I think with the right general manager, with the right mindset, they can make a lot of smart moves. Talk about the pitching front. Have everybody open to trade. If you're trading Voit, you could trade Voit for a starter. Do you think that potentially the Rockies would be interested in a Voit for a Herman Marquez type deal? Do you think, he has years of controllability still, Luke Voit? That's a possibility. Luke Voit in Colorado sounds beautiful. They got Toglia, who is a top prospect for them at first base coming up, but that's also a piece you could then eventually trade for maybe another starter or so if you're the Rockies. But they're a team that's going to sell off some pieces likely at some point. Herman Marquez has a good contract. Makes sense for the Yankees. Get him out of Colorado. I think he could put some good numbers up. But that can make a lot of sense. That's another thing that can make sense for the Yankees. Maybe a Voit and a couple of pieces or however that will look. I don't know. I'm not big into the whole scenarios. But that's a possibility. Then Gleyber Torres, you figure out what you could do. But Ken, here's the thing. The Rockies have Ryan McMahon. That's true. I didn't think about that. But you also got to remember when the DH comes to the National League. That could be next year. That could be the following year. That's also a possibility. But you are right. Ryan McMahon is an absolute beast, and he does play first. Plays multiple positions also, but likely the best first baseman there for them. But where was I getting at just now? Ken said about Austin Wells. Austin Wells is likely not going to remain a catcher. Everything I hear about Austin Wells is that he's likely not to remain a catcher. Is more than likely going to first base more than anything. So if you see him as being a first baseman, that could be it. He's doing well. He's hitting well. He's not hitting the ball off the charts, but he's doing very well. He's hitting, I think, above 270. So he's doing his job. He could possibly be in line for a promotion also this year to Somerset, which would be really interesting to see that he's going through the system quickly. So that's the thing. A lot of people talk about tearing the entire club down and doing all these big moves and these drastic moves. They don't necessarily have to, but they do have to make some tough moves that would not necessarily fit well with a lot of the fan base, but would fit well to their roster. That's the big thing. They gotta mold these moves around their current roster. They have not done that. And that's what they have to do. They gotta mold around their current roster. And hell, they gotta have a level of confidence in some of their prospects. How Estevan Florial is not up is beyond me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I never will understand it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how he's not up yet. I don't know how he hasn't been given an extended look. I don't know. I don't get it, and it just makes no sense to me whatsoever. But I don't know. I guess it's not my job to know, is it? I'm just a normal fan who seems to know what he's talking about. Perry, thank you for that. Thank you for that on Wells' number. So Wells is putting up good splits, but the Yankees have a lot of guys. Do you think there's a chance we strike big at the deadline after what Hal said? I'll see it and I believe it. When I see it, I'll believe it. And that's the only way I can think of this club right now. I mean, that's the only way I can think of this club right now. I'll see it. If I see it, I'll believe it. Until then, I don't know. My man, I don't know. Brian Cashman doesn't call up prospects, but he doesn't want to trade them either. What logic is it? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I had a good answer. I said it on the chat yesterday. I said it on the live yesterday. I simply asked the question. Then what is it? Somebody please convince me of what it is. I don't know. Darius made a pretty good point. Darius Glover, if you guys know him on Twitter, he always has good information, knows what he's talking about. He said that, at the end of the day, if you call two prospects up that aren't on the 40-man, that's about $1 million to the luxury tax, because then they get a league minimum. That could be it. That could potentially be it, that they don't want to. But then if that's the case, like I said before, then they don't want to win. And to me, that's an admission of not wanting to win. So Hal Steinbrenner could say that today, that, hey, we'll go over if it's this or that. But at the end of the day, no, you won't. You're not proving it right now. You're not proving it right now. So, guys, that's all I got today. Wasn't planning on a rant, but the Hal Steinbrenner stuff got me. Stick in there, guys. Stick in there. Stick around for this club. We'll see what happens. We'll ride it out together. Look, hey, the band played all the way down as the Titanic sunk. Yeah, my voice will keep playing as we sink. And if we arise again, my voice will also be there too. And I'll be happy and excited like everybody else. So with that being said, guys, thank you for joining the chat. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything you do. Appreciate everything you do for the channel. All the support for Francis, for Arby, for Joe, for Austin, for Felix. We greatly appreciate it, guys. So talk to you guys again very, very soon. Catch you next time. Thank you. Yeah,